Coach, this is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
50, 180. Mike, 58, right there. Quit talking about it and bring it. Jam it, jam it, jam. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey, let's go. Undercross, go ground.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Tonight, 20. Check 9.
On a jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Tonight, 180. Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
180. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Last year for Everett, just 33 catches, 2 touchdowns, but he really has a chance to cement himself as a top tight end in this offense. People around the organization said he had a really good offseason, and he's ready to make that next step.
Hey, Echo.
On 1st down, gone. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Shift! Watch the shift! Shift! Hey, Shell! Check! Watch out! Super one! Double up! He's coming, double up! Whip! Watch the whip!
From the gun, here's Gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run with the 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Trubisky will throw. It's his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
No.
Here's Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. 22 yards there, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Goff. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And got him in. It's Woods. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Todd Gurley standing by as lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
That's caught at the 3. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Zuerlein's kick is good. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
He's checking. Cracks. 49, check 49.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Bears 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here I come again.
Now it's Trubisky. That's complete right side to Gabriel. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Get up. 180. 59. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Run. Check. Crouch.
1st down, a run with Cohen. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
180. Alert. We got 4. Watch the safety creep. Check 3. Lock in. Goose. You go tight.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
At the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Limp. Fresno. Switch. Shift. Kill. Ric Flair. Kill. Turbo set.
Goff now looking to throw. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
And the Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Trubisky, middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the interception, here's Goff. Oh, he's looking for a touchdown deep for Woods. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another first and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. Ric Flair.
Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. 10 more there and another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
58, boys, 58, 58. Super one. Hey, seam 6. 58 for Mike, 58. What's that? Hey, check.
Goff now to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Eddie Goldman with a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Oh, he's looking for a touchdown deep for Woods. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
A 53-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on first down. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 20-yard line.
Check, 59. Red, throw.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 3 down, 3 down.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 16 yards, a 1st down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. On 1st down, Cohen. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mike 58 right there. All day, every day, any day.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Samson Abuka in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. 4 down, 4 down. Alert.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Trubisky on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Hey, watch it. Check safety. Tighten up.
This is Davis. And an alley to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Mike Davis with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. No problem there on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now by word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Looking for Woods that time, and it's 3rd and 5.
Cut. White 20. 57. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Bang, 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 bang. Showing up. DC.
Now gone. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Super 66. Bravo. 58's the money. I can't believe they let you play. I can't touch.
Here's Goff. Going up top for Kupp. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Josh Hawkins with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 2-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
2nd and 10 at the 2-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
The ball, G. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Alert. Under 10.
Now Trubisky back into his end zone. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Bears.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
18.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch that in. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Watch alert. Watch the shift. Check. Lucky. Out team spill.
Here's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's coming. We got double up.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Check 24. Hey, ball. Alert. Check hot route. Hot. Check 9. Watch twist.
Davis, he'll try to run for it. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Hey, 18. Watch 10. Come on, watch 10.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Tight end's right. Hey, 4 down. Alert. Watch out. Good room. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. Now it's Trubisky. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back. Whip. Watch the whip. Check. No. Kill. Hey, turn it up. 58's the mic, 58's the mic. Man, I got you. Check the backer. Tight dog. Check.
They'll run with Davis. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. He'll get it to the 40. Sweet little move in there, but couldn't get much yardage out of it. Clinton Dix, the former Packer, in on the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
DC. 58, boy, 58. Hey, Alpha. Hey, I'm coming. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Goff. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, who picked it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that